Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Turn on your camera, okay? So let's begin. So hopefully you guys enjoy the spring break. Don't forget what we learned 2 weeks ago, right? We have 2-week break. So what in your mind? What do you guys still remember? What did we learn from last week, the week before, couple weeks ago? You just still remember what we learned? Okay, so let's quick review what we learned first. In week 26, actually, we goes to a new chapter, right? Rational expression. Just like we say, rational expression. It's actually is close to what we learn is the fraction, right? Fraction made of like this format. They have a denominator, right? Denominator and numerator, right? So all these kinds of things, the difference here is right now the numerator and denominator is made of polynomials. Is made of the more people join us. That's great. Oh, today we have everyone. We totally have 14. Everyone join us this week. That's great. That's great. Good to know. So the numerator and denominator, this part, before we talked about the rational expression, they are made of numbers, right? They are made numbers. They numbers similar like this one is a fraction. So you guys know these kinds of things, how they do the operation. You know how to simplify. How to simplify something like say any fraction, like say 27 over 36, right? You guys know this one is 3 times 9 and 4 times 9. And you can simplify it, right? Same here. We also do the rational expressions, simplification, something like say x squared, x5, right? Power 5, x power. This is rational expression. The numerator and denominator, they have the common factor, right? Common factor. You can common factor. This one can break it down into common factor, right? They can simplify it like this. And we go more even complicated case. Rational expression more complicated is not only one nominal, they are multi. Like say, like these kinds of situation, right? We introducing very complicated case, like these kinds of numerator and denominator. They are not like this one, right? They are not like a simplified case, like we are go more complicated case. And they have a common factor. They also can be simplified, right? Called simplified case. And we go even a little bit further, like this one. Right now, sometimes they didn't factor. They actually in these kinds of format, in polynomial format, right? Like this. All right, something like these kinds of rational expression. So first step, you needed to what? You needed to factor them. We use our last chapter knowledge. What do we learn? When we pay a lot of attention, try to factor these kinds of polynomial, right? This one can break it down. Can be factored x minus 3, right? Similar like this case. And then you do the simplification. All right, simplify. So you can go further. So this step looks simple, but we used a lot of knowledge, what we learned before, right? All right, so we do additional topic, new topic about the multiply and division. All right, something like say A over B, when they times C over D, when they do the multiply, you guys know this one, right? And when we do this kinds of multiplication, the numerator part, they multiply by itself. The denominator part multiply by itself, right? And when they do divide, when they do divide, first step what to do, we change this divide back into times, right? So A over B. So most important, we change the times right here. So C over D here is flip over, right? Became the reverse. So denominator became the numerator, and numerator became denominator, right? So when now we do use the same methods like this one, time them together, right? So this is actually we learned from last week, a couple of weeks ago. So let's use the homework review. We'll go to the homework part and review that one quickly and then move our new topic. So take your homework out, please. Can you guys see my screen here? So let's go to the homework. Homework, I didn't do too much since you guys was spring break. So not too much. All right, so let's go review homework quickly. Take your homework out and check if there's any wrong, please correct it right away. If you cannot understand, you can just don't hesitate to ask and raise your hand or ask why, right? If you still don't understand after the class, you can go back to review our video or ask your parents, right? Okay, first, let's see this first question. Find any real number for which each rational expression is undefined. Undefined. What the situation is undefined? When they are denominator became 0, right? When they have denominator became 0 is undefined. So that's really easy for us. See the first, number 1 here. So when they are undefined, it means the denominator part became 0, right? So that's easy. So it's transfer these kinds of question into what? Into say find the solution of this one, right? Of this denominator. So that's easy for everyone, right? So here we can factor into x plus 2, x minus 2, you got 0, right? So you have two solutions. When x got 2 or x1, we can x2. The other one is -2, right? 2 is from here, -2 from here. So I have 2. So it means when x equal 2 or x equal -2, this rational expression is undefined because of that denominator became 0, right? All right, let's see second one. The same. When this rational expression is undefined, it means the bottom, the denominator part became 0, right? All right. So you guys can factor this one. Can you guys factor this one? Can you guys factor this one? All right, so you can see 4x equals 0. Use our knowledge how to factor this one. We spend a lot of time to talk about these kinds of polynomial, how to factor, right? First, we find the a, second, we find c. A times c equal -60 here, right? So -60, we need to find the factor, and some of them exactly match b. B is -4. So you can do your own calculation. We can quickly find out sometimes, but when the number is too big, we cannot, right? So here we can quickly is 6 times -10, right? So the two of this factor, the sum of them is -4. So it means what? It means this part breaking down into 6x minus 10x, right? So the rest is still copy down, right? So we can easily factor this part. So use the group factor theory, right? Group factor theory. So you can get 2x out of here. The rest is 2x plus 3, right? The rest, second group, -5, 2x plus 3, right? All right, so group factor here. We'll take this group factor out, right? So you can find the solution of here. Use the zero theorem, factor theory. So you can get x1 here is -3/2, right? x2 is 5/2. So you can see this kinds of question. We can, how many knowledge we use? First, we use the factor. Second, we use the zero theorem, right? And find the solutions. So quick steps. So, right? Did your answer is correct? Match mine. Everyone, did your answer is match mine? All right, you can, sometimes I cannot hear you, but it's okay. You can, if you answer, can turn on your microphone so I can hear you. All right. Okay. So if I know questions, we move on next one. All right. Find the value of each rational expression. Oh, they give their value already, right? Give the x is 5, y equals 7, and z equal -2. So that would be easy for everyone, right? Something like just replace the number with, replace these kinds of variable with the numbers. That's super easy for everyone. I will should leave this everyone for yourself. So here 4, 3, right? For this part, x equals 5, y equals 7. So you just replace here, right? All right. So I believe you guys can do this one. So I will move to the next. All right, let's see number. If you not remember it, just print screen, all right? Print screen and we'll go through the next one. Okay. So let's move to number 5. Number 5, simplify rational expression. Okay, I just move on here, more space here. Number 5, so first, just like we say, like these kinds of rational expression, first we need to factor numerator and denominator, right? And the bottom part, denominator part, x plus 3, right? So this is the common factor. So we can simplify it to like this quickly, right? The number 6, this part. So we factor the numerator part first and bottom denominator as well, right? So yeah, they are easy, right? Okay, so if you have any questions, if you didn't match mine, maybe sometimes I also can do wrong. Please correct me if your answer is different to mine. All right. Okay, let's go move on. Number 7. Number 7, a little bit complicated here, right? The top part, top numerator. What about this one? This one we need to factor, right? Factor into x minus 5, x plus 2, right? So this we can factor out. The top is left is 1, right? It's not 0, it's 1. Okay. Okay, let's move on next. Number 8. Number 8. So it should be very similarity to the number 7. We factor the bottom part. So everyone should be very good at the factor right now, all right? Since we teach and spend a lot of time to do different factor progress, right? So factor this part out, and the rest is 1 over x plus 1. So we go more complicated kinds of rational expression simplify, right? Let me move here, give more space for element. So first, we factor the top part. So x squared minus 4, right? X squared minus 4, we can further break it down, right? So x squared plus 4, we can further factor into x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay. The bottom part can be factored into 1, x plus 1, x plus 2, right? Don't hesitate to ask a question if you don't understanding, all right? So this x plus 2 is the common factor, right? So the rest have no common factor, so we will keep as it is. All right, so let's move on. Number 10 here. So here is 5 x squared minus 25, right? 25. So we can also continue breaking down this way. Okay. All right. What about this one? This one is x plus 5 x minus 3, right? So because of negative 15, you can break in factor into 5 times negative 3, right? So sum of these two is positive 2. Okay, so this is the common factor. So the rest keep as it is. All right. All right. I will ask someone to give you answers from your homework and we check it again. All right. All right. So I will check it one by one. All right. First, Wen, can you give your answer to number 11? Wen, can you check the answer to 11?
I accidentally lost my paper, so I don't have any of my answers right now.
Okay, so make sure ask your parents to print this out and make up a homework, okay?
Okay.
All right. Next, Thomas, what's the number 11 answer?
So what you can do is you can simplify by getting rid of x first.
Mm-hmm. So here can be factored into, you know how to factor this part? 2 and 3,
yes,
right?
So what we can do is because of the 6, you can have -3 because -6, -3, positive 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gives, yeah, you already put that down. Then for the bottom there, you can put so there's -5 and positive 2, and then you can multiply those together. So you get rid of those two, and then what you have left is
Okay.
x minus 3 over x minus 5.
Okay,
So
good. All right. Okay, next. Suri, can you give answer to the number 12? Is correct. Thank you, Thomas. Suri, number 12. Can you give your answer from your homework?
X over x plus 4.
X over x plus 4, right? Good. So, okay, let's do a little bit further. Still a middle step, all right? So first we need to factor this part, right? This one will be easy for everyone. Second, the denominator part, they can factor into x plus 4, x minus 2. So this is the common factor, factor out. So you can got it here. Right, correct. Thank you, Suri. All right, let's move on next. Okay, so any questions? Nope, I didn't hear any questions. So anyone say any question, I will move on, all right? All right, go number 13. Number 13, actually, you can see these kinds of rational expression. They still ask you to simplify each of the expression. This section contains 4 terms, polynomials, and sums and difference of the 2 cubics, and try to simplify these kinds of rational expression. So how we do this one? How we do this one? We actually use the group factor methods, right? Like these kinds of 4 terms, we likely to use the group factor methods. So is equal the top part. You can see that this group, you can got x plus a, right? And second group, you got what? X plus a as well, right? The bottom, let's see the denominator. Denominator, you can got x minus c, and b, x minus c, right? So you can got continue factor, continually bring the common factor out, right? And the bottom, what's the bottom part? X minus c and x plus b. So you can see x plus b is the common factor. After simplify, you can get this part, right? And similar to the 14, number 14 here, right? You can see. So actually, they already breaking down the middle term. They already breaking down the middle term, just like the factor already give you a further step. Try to say negative 10, they breaking down into 5 times negative 2, right? So they breaking down middle term into 5x minus 2x. So we can use the group factor progress, right? So okay, we can easily do. I will skip the middle step and go to the last step. So this one actually goes to x plus 5x minus 2, right? If you're not, please just double confirm. You can use your own FOIL methods, or use what we learn is rectangular methods, rectangular area methods. Area methods, all right? All right. So let's see the denominator part. Denominator part, actually, we can also quickly go see. They can be factored into x minus 3, x minus 2, right? This x minus 2 is the common factor, and factor simplified. We can got the rest out here. But keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. One more important thing we need to pay attention is when some ask you, say, when this rational expression, they are undefined. If undefined, in this rational expression, x, when the denominator became 0, is undefined, right? So it means x cannot equal 3. X cannot equal 2. But when they simplified, did you guys notice that? When they simplified, they only have this rational expression. When asked, say, when this rational expression was undefined, they only can find out is x cannot equal 3. They cannot find this one, right? So be careful about this. When they simplify case, we also make sure these two included, because why? Because when x equals 2, yes, in this case it's make reasonable, but in this rational expression, x minus 2, it became 0. When anything times 0, you cannot consider 0 as the factor, right? So you need to be careful. X cannot equal 3, x cannot equal 2. You should include both of them. Both of them. When they simplified, you only find this one. It means simplify and not simplify. They have small difference actually here. Okay. All right. Just keep this in mind. Just additional information. All right. All right. Let's go number 15. Number 15. Number 15 here, actually, we go higher case, right? Here is the cubic. So you know how to factor the cubic, right? So So here 64 is 4 cubic. So it means this one is changed to x cubic minus 4 cubic, right? So you guys can factor this part. We ever learned this one, right? How to factor this one? This one equal to a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square, right? So we use the knowledge before. What will some formula? You can just take advantage when if you remember the formula. Okay, so here is equal x squared plus 4x plus 16, right? So this one we do the reverse. We take the -1 out as the factor, right? Okay, so right now you can factor x minus 4, so equal -1 here, right? So the rest is this part. Okay. All right. See number 16. Number 16. Same. Use here 2 is 2 cubic. 8 equal 2 cubic, right? So the denominator actually can be factored into x plus 2, x squared minus 2x plus 4. All right. The top part, numerator, you can factor into x minus 2, x plus 2 here, right? Right. So the common factor is x plus 2, x plus 2. Okay. So the rest is x minus 2, and denominator is this part. Okay. So check your homework. Make sure they are the same to mine. If you're not, please do one more time in your own notebook. Rewrite the long one on your own notebook. It's most very important step, because you know you can do it. If do it correct, it means you master the topic. But if you do wrong, if you the second time redo it and correct, that's the best time to know which part actually you're missing. Okay, that's my secret earlier. That's what I told my kids and all my previous students as well. Do these kinds of long topic, long in your homework, correct them in your own notebook. That's the most critical part you need to pay attention to, right? Sometimes people didn't pay attention this part. You wrong, you didn't correct. That's you keep doing wrong again and again. So that's the best opportunity to redo your homework. If you didn't do it, please ask your parents, print it out, write one more time. Okay, let's move on. Number 17. 17 is very easy case, right? Easy case. Let's see what's going on here. Number 17. So this one is only one term in the denominator and denominator. So we can easily factor out here. Z is the common factor of the numerator and denominator, right? First, we actually most of the time like beginning from the coefficient part. 15 over 5, definitely 3 here, right? So x, there's only one x, here's left 2, all right? So y, here 2, here 3, y power 3, so left 1 here. So let's rewrite. 3 x squared, right? The bottom part only y left. All right, see number 18. Let's see the coefficient. Coefficient that cannot be factored, right? Cannot be factored. And what about x? X. What about y? Y is gone. So finally left is this part. Okay, let's see number 19. 19. Let's move here. So actually you can see this is have two rational expression, right? They are timed together. So we know what we do. When they time together, we just do it separately, and numerator time by itself and denominator time by itself, right? By themselves. So let's see. So first, this one is equal x minus 3, x plus 3, right? First, we'll factor this part. And at the same time, we time second numerator of the rational expression. And the bottom part, the denominator, x plus 2, x minus 2, right? So x plus 3, we just copy that. See, we factored and do the same transformation as well. So right now we go to find the common factor. X plus 3, x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 2, right? So the leftover, what's left? Right, so that's it. That's it. So don't consider it's too complicated. When you know the rational expression, when you know the principles, when you know the logic behind, you can easily figure out what's going on, right? All right, let's see the number 20. This is also two rational expression. First and second, they time together, right? So equals. So first, we do some basic transform to make sure they are, have the common factor or not. This is x minus 6. We take it negative out, x minus 6 as well. All right. So, oh no, someone is upstairs, makes a noise. Let me close the door first. Brian, close the door. Okay, so you can see this part actually have no common factor, right? So we just readjust, make sure I organize. Negative 2x, 2x plus 5, and the bottom part is x minus 6 squared. Okay, let me ask the kids not to play piano. I mean, some kids come to my house. Did you guys can hear piano behind my background? Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear? Brian, don't play piano upstairs. All right. Can you guys take print screen of this one first? I don't like you guys lost these kinds of results to check your homework. All right. Let's move on. Only how many questions left here? Not much, right? Kinda, yes. Sorry for that one. Yes, I like asking stop to play piano. Okay. All right, so I clean the screen. Let's move on next. 21. Okay, so let's move on 21. Okay, we need a little bit quicker, right? So 35 already. Time is passed quickly. Every time I feel this class is too short time. All right, let's see 21. First, you can see this is x2 rational expression as well, right? First, second, and there is divide. So first we need to transfer divide into times. At the same time, we can factor them as well, right? So here change the times. So we need to flip the second rational expression upside down, right? So here, first let's copy here. So here we do the factor at the same time. So here is, how do you guys factor? Negative 24, here is negative 5. So you can use minus 8 plus 3, right? So you guys can do this one quickly. And what about in denominator? X minus 4, x plus 3, right? And times. So we keep this in mind. When this do the divide, So we needed to flip it upside down, right? So we need to put this part on the denominator. Numerator. So we can do x plus 3, x minus 2. This one comes from here, right? Okay. What about this? What about this part? Numerator will change into the denominator, right? Okay. So this one is, we can factor is -2, -8, right? All right. So right now we can connect this together, right? Because it's times. So they can do at the same time. It's times, multiply together. So we find the common, we try to find their common factors. X minus plus 3, x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 8, x minus 8. See, what's most of them gone, right? Factor, the common factor. So left finally is x plus 3, x minus 4. Right? So complicated case. After simplify, do some proper transform, and then got it here. Much easier, right? Is it correct? It's the same to your answers? If no, mark a note and then do again. All right. See 22. Same. Here is divide. So we needed to be careful about this one. So we do here 4x plus y. We first part we copy down. With the same time we do the factor in times, right? So x squared y. And here is 3x plus y. We need to flip over this one, right? The second rational expression. Okay, so right now we can factor out, right? It's factor out x plus y, x plus y. All right, so what's left? Here only one left, right? So 4x. And here is only y, 3y, right? That's it. That's it. All right, see 23. I move a little bit quicker, all right? So this part, actually this one we can rewrite it into x plus 7, x minus 6, right? So right now we can do that easily, x plus 7, x plus 7, x minus 3, x minus 3, take one of them out. So the bottom is 1, right? So it's x minus 6, x minus 3. That's it. We just one step to make it. Let's see 24. Oh no, the kids play the piano again. Oh no. 24. 24. So we do these kinds of factor. Make sure, keep a close look here is times, right? So 3x plus b, x minus b. Oh, you can see the left is 2/3. All right, let's see the 25. 25. All right, you guys can factor this one. 2, just this will go complicated kinds of case, right? So 2 times 9 actually equal 18, right? 2 times 9, A and C. And you need to find the factors. The sum of the two factors is -9. So actually it's -3, -6, right? So you can break it down this easily. Hey, be quiet. Hey, shh. Hey, if you guys need to go upstairs, we are in the class now. Go, 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 go. All right. So it's -3, right? 2x squared. Okay, so here is the 4, 2x minus 3. All right, so this changes to time, right? I'm sorry. So this one it will be changed to a denominator. All right. So you guys ever learn what we learn into the algebra? We actually handle so complicated kinds of question already, right? Okay, so you can see here is 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3, x. After fact, we see this part, we still can be factor, right? Further factor. So left is 1/2. Half. Is it correct? Did your answer is the same to mine or different to mine? Anyone? Max, what's your answer for the 25?
I got half.
Okay, same. All right, if you, let me see anyone here, same. Okay, someone put it in the chat. That's good. If you didn't pronounce, put the chat, that's a good idea. Let's move on, 26. All right, so we just be careful about this one. Too complicated, right? This rational expression. So this is the divide. We need to change it to time first, right? All right, so let's see the first rational expression, x plus y, x minus y, right? What about this denominator? Just like do math, each progress, each step, we have something to follow, right? What are we learning to follow? So right now we change this part into times, we flip over, right? So this part flip, we got 3x, x plus 2, right? And the second part here, go to the denominator. What it would be? 3x is minus, right? Y. So you can see, you can do like this way first, and then try to get it back. So because of here, negative 2y, so you can negative here, positive here. So double check, 3x squared, negative 3xy, x3y. So you can get a negative 2xy, right? Double check it, make sure you are correct each step. So right now we can do factor progress. X plus y is factor out, x minus y is factor out, and one of the x is gone, right? So the left is 3x plus 2. What about the bottom, the denominator? 3x plus y, right? We didn't miss anything because of the factor part is out. We cannot miss anything. Okay. All right, let's see 27. I need a little bit quicker. 27. First, we didn't change, right? But I will give it and then times. What about this part? So here is 8, 2x plus 3, right? We change it to the numerator. What about this part? This part is use the group factor progress, right? So you can see y minus 2 is here. What's the rest? Actually is y minus, if we take the y out, here take x out, right? Y minus x. Double check it. Y negative 2y minus xy and plus 2x. So you can see we can do factor right now. Factor this part out, you can negative, right? You can take negative here. And here, factor out, you left a 2. All right, so what the totally finally? Negative 2, 2x plus 3, and the bottom is y minus 2, right? That's it. All right, see last question, 28. So we do proper change. We normally like to put the variable first, right? And do the times. I don't know. Oh, go find upstairs, buddy. Okay, so see this part. Let me move a little bit up. So here is 7. So y minus 5 here, right? And the top part is x plus 5 times y minus 3. All right. So you guys can do that one, right? Oh, sorry. I forgot to flip it over, right? So I needed to change. I need to do a further step. So it became times, right? So 7y minus 5. And here, a little bit, my drawing a little bit smaller because of that's too tight. I need to zoom in, make sure you guys can see it. I'm sorry for that one. So let's factor out first right now. 7, x plus 5, x plus 5. So finally left is this part, right? All right, I needed, did you guys have same to mine? Yes or no? No? You can put it in your screen, in the chat part. So that's all our homework. So I hopefully have you more homework to practice, but sometimes too much homework, I don't like you guys. I really like you guys have more practice, you know, but if you guys can make all this correct, and if you do wrong, correct in your own notebook, that's good enough. Okay. All right, so we'll take a 3 minutes break and come back 3:51, and we will move on a new topic. Sounds good? And if you don't have the homework, make sure I will check it, let you parents check you guys' homework. If you don't print it out, do one more time. All right. I didn't hear anyone say anything yet. I know you guys are muted. I didn't hear anything yet. Okay, take a 3 minutes break. Come back for a new topic. 刘老师，你还在吗？
我在。哇，你讲的太专业了，我这 very impressive。
啊，我把我的那个 record stop 一下。